Some people think we'll see a cut. Obviously, that depends on whether the Fed, manages to break anything in the economy, which is perfectly possible.
Hey guys, welcome back to Library of Wealth. Today we have crypto analyst Guy from Coin Bureau discussing the state of cryptocurrency and its impact on the market in 2023. He notes that a continued tug of war between those who believe the worst is behind us and those who believe there is still much to play out is happening right now. Guy feels more bullish about the crypto market, but now that problems persist, the market could still go lower. He also believes that interest rates will cause more pain and says the Fed is determined to get inflation down. However, he also believes that crypto is more resilient than previously thought, and there are still opportunities for significant gains in the sector. Let's get right to the interview with Guy from Coin Bureau, as he gives us a market update for Bitcoin, the crypto market, and what's coming next in 2023. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video.
I'm still, in the short term, kind of fairly bearish, so I'm happy to just kind of sit on the sidelines, watch this play out, keep my powder dry. Because, I think it's just so difficult to know exactly what we're going to see play out over the coming months. So I feel like a bit of a more neutral observer, just kind of sitting back and going, do you know what? I'm not going to dive into anything at the moment. I want to see how this plays out. And obviously that kind of ties into my job, which is to talk about it and tell people what I'm seeing. So I think that kind of makes it easier as well. I'm less kind of emotional about it at the moment.
How bullish is the Bitcoin halving?
I think certainly it fits nicely into the market cycle that crypto has been in for most of its existence now. So I think that narrative enough will help to drive more speculation, will help to drive some positive price action. But I think so much depends. When's the halving is April next year, I think. So we've got about sort of 6 or 7 months left of this year. And I think what I would be hoping to see, what would make me a lot more positive about what we see in April and before, is if we start to really see inflation get hammered by those high rates in the States. I think, they'll have to keep them high for quite some time. I think a pause is almost certainly on the cards at some point. Some people think we'll see a cut. Obviously, that depends on whether the Fed manages to break anything in the economy, which is perfectly possible. So what I'll be looking out for is a generally kind of more positive sentiment about the markets as we come towards the end of the year. I'm not expecting to see things sort of miraculously better, but I would hope that inflation is really sort of under control and firmly on its way down by the end of the year. There's talk about cutting rates. Obviously, a rate cut doesn't necessarily mean that the markets go up. Quite often, a rate cut means that something has broken in the system. So just having rates go lower isn't necessarily going to supercharge the market. But I would be hoping to see some green shoots and some all-round sort of greater positivity about not just crypto, but I think the whole economic picture in general. And I guess some clarity on whether or not we're going to see a recession in the United States and elsewhere. The UK, for instance, just sort of really narrowly avoided a recession by the skin of its teeth. But the possibility is still there. So I think some clarity on that. Markets love certainty, don't they? So I think if we know where we stand, I think that could be helpful as well. I think we'll see the halving in early 2024. That should, as long as we stick to the cycle, that should mean that the price kind of gradually climbs over the rest of that year. To early 2025, I think the 1st of January 2025 is the date when central banks will be able to hold Bitcoin, will be able to hold crypto on their balance sheets. They'll be able to hold up to 2% of their reserves in crypto. That could be a huge catalyst. So I would say I don't think 2025 is when I think we could see all-time highs again, realistically. I think there are enough voices in the US, in Congress and elsewhere, who realize that America's losing ground now. And Look, I mean, we've got Hong Kong opening up retail crypto trading in a fortnight's time. I think 1st of June, that's due to happen. So there's already this push underway to attract the industry elsewhere. Asia is where a lot of people think the next bull market is going to stem from. So the impetus, I think people in the US understand that they have to sort something out quick. Obviously, as well, you guys have got an election coming up next year. That could, of course, if you see the Republicans get in, whoever they end up as their candidate, that could be very positive for crypto as well, because at the moment there does seem to be more support from crypto for crypto from that side of the aisle. So that could play on it as well. But I'm just not holding my breath when it comes to regulations in the US, because I think they've had so long to do it, and there just seems to be this ingrained hostility to crypto there. And I think more likely we're going to see increasing efforts from Asia, from the Middle East, from Europe as well, to lure the industry there. So I think the US has got to act fast for that to be the case. I think my best bit of advice is bide your time. I don't think there's a rush at the moment. This is classic bear market territory that we're in. Sentiment is low. Interest is low. At times, it doesn't seem like there's an awful lot happening, especially from a price perspective. Use that time wisely. Use it to research projects that you're interested in. Get to grips with the fundamentals. I mean, I imagine people who've been in crypto for a while are probably pretty sound in that area. But yeah, don't be afraid of downtime and doing nothing. Just use it as an opportunity to learn, because I mean, as you and I both know, there's always more to know. It's been an interesting sort of few months, hasn't it? I don't think many people were expecting it to kind of go the way it has. It seems to have got, dare I say it, a little bit boring at the moment. Certainly the last few weeks. I think one thing that's had a really kind of big effect on the market, and I noticed this especially at weekends, is the shutdown of things like Silvergate, its Sen, and the Silicon Valley Bank as well. I think the attack on the crypto sort of banking sector has really kind of made things more difficult. It seems to be, from what I'm hearing, a lot harder, especially for institutions, to get money into and out of the market. So I think that's sucked a lot of liquidity out, and I think that's a big reason why we've kind of seen a lot of this sideways price action over the last few weeks. So I think that's had a big impact, and I guess that was very much the plan.
When it comes to economic analysis, Guy believes that the U.S. economic performance has a significant impact on global markets, especially cryptocurrency. He points out that the crashes we've seen were necessary to prevent an even larger crash later. Guy is concerned that the economy may take a while to bounce back if something is broken, but highlights that the U.S. economy is the strongest. With Bitcoin and other crypto markets' future closely tied to the actions of central banks, regulations, and global economic conditions, it's something to watch closely in the next few months. What do you think about the latest interview with Guy from Coin Bureau and his prediction for Bitcoin and the crypto market in 2023? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.